Volume is like liquid measurement, like cups and pints and quarts that we did in standard measurement, but this time we're doing metric. And remember, metric follows a pattern. It's all the same. We've already learned that 1 meter equals 1,000 millimeters. We've learned that 1 gram equals 1,000 milligrams. 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters. It's all the same. We also learned that 1 kilogram is the same as 1,000 grams, and 1 kilometer is the same as 1,000 meters. 1 kiloliter is the same as 1,000 liters. Look at your examples here. A milliliter is tiny, times 20. So it's like 20 drops of water, 20 little water drops. So that's not very much. Think about medicine. Have you ever gotten medicine at the doctor that came with a little dropper and you had to take a little bit of medicine out of a dropper? Look at the marks on that medicine dropper. They're marked in milliliters because it's small. A liter is like a big pop bottle. We buy pop sometimes in 2-liter jugs, so not as big as a 2-liter, but like a big bottle of pop. That's about a liter. And then a kiloliter is kind of big. It takes 1,000 of these pop bottles to make a kiloliter, which would be like 3 whole bathtubs full of water. But we're still dealing in thousands. So let's see if we can do a little converting here. So milliliters to liters. Who's my fly and who's my horse? The milliliter is the little one, so that's my horse. The fly is the little one. The fly, and the liter is my big one, that's the horse. So fly to horse divide, of course. And that makes sense because if we're taking some of these and putting them in the bathtub, it's probably not going to be a whole bathtub full. So we're dividing by 1,000. So let's look at it 2 ways. 100 divided by 1,000. We can just cancel out the matching zeros. And we have 1/10 left, which we can write as a decimal 1/10. Or we can say 100 divided by 1,000. Remember our assumed decimal place at the end. Divided by 1,000 means make it 3 places smaller. So 1, 2, 3. The decimal is going to end up right in front of the 1, which would make it 1/10, just exactly what we got in the other one. Now let's look at this one, liters to kiloliters. Still, we're going fly to horse. A liter is smaller than a kiloliter. So fly to horse divide, of course. Again, divide by 1,000. So look at it both ways. We could say 10 divided by 1,000. Take off my matching up zeros, and I've got 1/100th, which we could write as a decimal like this. Decimal 0, 1, that would be 1/100th. Or we can take our 10. Remember our assumed decimal place. Divide by 1,000 means move it 3 places smaller. Here's my decimal, so I have to fill in that hole with a 0. So decimal 0, 1, which is 1/100th, which is what we got right here. Now the big example, from milliliters to liters, which is my fly, which is my horse. Milli is the smallest, that's my fly. Fly to horse, divide, of course. Reference back. How many milliliters does it take to make a liter? How many millimeters to make a liter? It takes 1,000 of them, so we're going to divide by 1,000. So here's my decimal point at the end of my number, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 places. It's going to end up right here, so I can drop off those extra zeros, and I'm left with 1,000. So 1,000,000 milliliters would make 1,000 liters because I divided by 1,000. So just remember your prefixes and what they stand for, and shift your decimal placement. That's all you need to do.